Oh oh my goodness, is that you, God? uh, Clearly, because look at the shine. No, no, that's terrible. I'm sorry. Have you ever been thrown out a window by your teacher? Ever had a computer screen launched at your head? Have you ever stalked your teacher home so you could occasionally place a pineapple on their doorstep and slowly drive them mad by thinking that a strange cult was after them? Yeah, neither have I. But my friend did come up with that idea. We weren't going to do it, obviously, but it's funny to think about. Hi, I'm definitely a badger who definitely used to have animations. But I'm having some tech issues right now, so we're working with what we've got. I have a pen. Yeah, that'll work. Cool. In my school, there were good teachers and there were bad teachers. Duh. The history teachers and PE teachers were all chill. The one group that was a bit iffier was the computer science teachers. The head of computer science, Mrs. was fairly chill, all things considered. I mean, she was a bit strict, but other than that, she was fine. And there were two others I can remember. One of them basically just made us play Block It all day, which is like off-brand Kahoot, but better. So, which, I wasn't going to complain about. And the other certainly had her weird moments. Very weird moments. But overall, she was pretty alright. Although there was one lesson where she gave 3 kids detention in one lesson, so that was pretty cool. Out of all of these strange individuals, there was one strange individual who was the worst. Mr. Computer. When I think of Mr. Computer, there's not really one specific story I can think of that would, encapsulate why I hated him so much. I mean, the dude fucking sucked at teaching. He barely even tried to teach us anything, which sucked for my one friend who actually fully wanted to learn computer science, but it was cool for the rest of us, because, we basically just got to chill for an hour. Not like I could really do much anyway, because for some reason, people talking around me meant all of the information went straight through one eye, out the other. Basically, the lesson would boil down to him giving us a task we had no real way of doing. 5 minutes of us going Sir, how do I do this? Sir, how do I do this? Because, he didn't fucking teach us anything. And then him just giving up and pasting the solution on the board and going oh, copy this down. And then the rest of the lesson would just be us copying it down. And by the rest of the lesson, I mean the next 15 minutes, because he gave us maybe a paragraph of code. Nothing too complicated, because God forbid we actually have to fucking try in lesson. And then, everyone just gives up and does their own thing for the rest of the lesson, and he just sits there ignoring us, which, really helped us retain the information and understand how Python works so we could reuse the code in our own projects. I'm being sarcastic because I'm fucking upset. One particular moment I remember is one of the only times I got sent out of a classroom in that school. The dude had gotten upset with me a few times because I didn't take his class very seriously and didn't really try to hide the fact I didn't like him. But there was one time he was explaining something. Don't get too excited, it was super basic shit we'd learned in year 7, 8-ish. So I didn't answer any of the questions and did what I always did when I wasn't sat with my friends in class and just... Oi, Badger, let's see your book, mate. Yeah, that's not good enough, is it? Why is it blank? Oh, I already knew this stuff. Yeah, so it's not good enough. That's not good enough. Get out. Yeah, what can I say? I'm a bit of a bad boy. I broke rules all the time. Like this one time, I forgot to make a history cheat sheet for a history assessment, so I ended up having to make the cheat sheet during lesson, and I had to do the assessment during detention. And I only found out I could have basically just done the assessment in class because I finished my cheat sheet in 5 minutes, but instead I just sat there awkwardly for half an hour, and that was when I found out I could have just gotten on with my work. So, my bad, I guess. Got brought back in and answered the stupid questions, but then I overheard a really funny conversation. Sir, I already know this stuff. That's fine, just get on with the task and don't bother writing it down. How expensive No phones!
Jesus! Sorry.
Another really funny, quirky thing he did, was this one time we were on a computer science website working and learning some strange new Python prompts we'd never seen before. Then, I can't remember how the actual conversation went, but it went something along the line of, so this prompt is print bracket, not print underscore statement. Oh yeah, those aren't real prompts. So I sat there doing nothing, staring at my computer screen for the next 45 minutes. But that's just my class, which was apparently the best class, so go us. What was it like for his other class? Well, I don't know for sure, but I do have two friends who are in that other class and would tell me what happened to them. Starting off with A, he was actually one of the best in either classes, but this wasn't really a good thing. A lot of the time he just kinda seemed bored and frustrated. He once talked about how he optimized Mr. Computer's code better than Mr. Computer did, and said he felt that he needed to dumb the stuff down he was doing, because Mr. Computer sucked that hard. As someone who once watched the man struggle to fix a basic error even I noticed, and know multiple times where he tried to demonstrate how his code worked only to watch it not work after we spent like half the lesson copying it down, I believe that. But then there was B. I'm gonna be honest, B never really seemed to try that hard in school. I don't know if he had any other learning disabilities, but he had dyslexia and basically gave up on revising or really doing anything, which was kind of depressing to see, but he was an alright guy, and ultimately he made it into college, so it all turned out okay in the end. Anyway, B despised Mr. Computer, like he fucking hated the miserable son. And for good reason, because Mr. Computer did not take his dyslexia seriously. He'd get mad at him for not doing a task quickly enough and stuff like that, but the main thing I remember him doing wasn't even related to B's dyslexia. B would just ask him to clarify something about a task he gave them, and Mr. Computer would just say the same thing again, but louder, like, "Class, I would like you to make a calculator." "Sir, how complicated do we have to make the calculator?" "Basically, I'd like you to make a calculator." It's not an exact example, and probably not even a good one, but you see what I mean, right? And even after all that, the dude was still had the absolute balls to hit us with the, "I'm trying really hard to get you guys to pass this. You guys need to stop paying attention or you're not going to pass the GCSEs." And my personal favourite, "Some people in the other class seem like they've just given up. Gee, I wonder why." Speaking of the GCSEs, in all of the other ones, the hall was like dead silent. Like nothing extreme really happened. I mean, there was this one guy who like knocked over his water bottle twice in the middle of the German listening exam. And there was this other guy who started snoring during some of the exams. But like for the most part, people were taking them very seriously, right? No one took the computer science exam seriously. Like, some people were making noises and trying not to get caught. What was the other thing? Hang on. People were messing with each other. I mean, hell, I even witnessed, like, this one guy fucking budge his desk up behind another guy's chair and start humping him, you know? But no matter what they were doing, no one was taking this exam seriously. And being the bad boy I was, I even had my own little fun with it by making some of my, some of my variable names, "Hello, test marker," and "I like your hair," so hopefully the poor sod wasn't bald. But, like, I had to write that, like, 3 times in that code. So I was really committed to this bit. And you know what? I still passed. Let's go!